Hello all, this is Dr. Anand Nayyar. Subscribe to my YouTube channel Gyan with Anand Nayyar for latest tech videos on unboxings, server administration, embedded systems, cloud computing, simulations, big data, Linux administration, research methodology, ethical hacking, and many more. Hello researchers, how are you? I hope you are fine and doing well. In this video, I will be demonstrating how to install TrueOS on VMware Workstation 14 Pro. Now before we dive in the installation part of step-by-step procedure of installing True Operating System on VMware Workstation, let us first of all get ourselves aware regarding what is True Operating System. True Operating System, formerly known as PCBSD, is Unix-like desktop-oriented operating system built upon the most recent release of FreeBSD current. It aims to be easy to install by using a graphical installation program and easy and ready to use immediately by providing KDE, SC, Lumina, LXDE, Mate or XFCE as the desktop environments. It provides official binary NVIDIA and Intel drivers for hardware acceleration and an optional 3D desktop interface through KWin, and Wine is ready to use in running of Microsoft Windows softwares. True Operating System is able to run Linux software in addition to FreeBSD ports collection, and it has its own .txz package manager that allows user to graphically install pre-built software packages from a single link download, which is unique for BSD operating systems. True Operating System support OpenZFS, and the installer offers disk encryption and GALI, so the system will require a passphrase before booting. Now if we talk of some more features of True Operating System, the latest release is rolling release, and the package manager is FreeBSD.tar.xz, and it is available for AMD 64, which means only for 64-bit machines, and ARM version 7. The kernel is monolithic kernel that is under FreeBSD, and you can see the official website which I have already opened, and I will give this link down below in the description. So that is trueoperating-system.org. Now if we talk of some history, True Operating System was founded by FreeBSD professional Chris Moore in early 2005 as PCBSD. In August 2006, it was voted the most beginner-friendly operating system by OSweekly.com. The first beta of PCBSD consists of a GUI installer to get the user up and running with the FreeBSD 6 system with KDE3 pre-configured. This was a major innovation for the time, as anyone wishing to install FreeBSD would have to manually tweak and run through a text installer. So Chris Moore's goal was to make FreeBSD easy to everyone to use as desktop, and has since diverged even more in direction of usability by including additional GUI administration tools and .pbi application installers. Now if we talk of some more details of True Operating System, the True Operating System package manager is almost similar to Unix-like operating system, and it uses file with .txz file extension which contains compiled ports. And when we install the True Operating System, the first desktop which we welcome is Lumina desktop. In 2014, the PCBSD project announced the development of a new desktop project from environment from scratch called Lumina, and Ken Moore is the main developer of Lumina, which is based on Qt toolkit. So this was the basic introduction of True Operating System, and if you want to download, you can download either from here or from downloads link over here. So the latest stable release is version 17.12, which I will be using to install in this video. So as I have already downloaded the True Operating System stable, that is currently 17.12. So now it's a high time that we should go to the part B of this video, in which I will be telling you how to install True Operating System stable current release 17.12, formerly known as PCBSD, on VMware Workstation. So let's minimize it and let's start the VMware Workstation Pro. So you can see that this is the opening interface. So let's create a new virtual machine. So click on a create new virtual machine. So let the typical recommended get selected. So click on next. So I will not use any installer disk or the installer disk image in this video right now. I will just click the option I will install the operating system later. So click on next, and I will just go to the option that is other FreeBSD 1164-bit. So I click on next, and now what we have to do is to go to this name, that is True Operating System, that is 17.12 stable. So I give this name, you can give any name on this machine. So click on next, and I allocate at least 30 GB of hard disk drive, but 20 GB is enough, but I will, on a safer side, I recommend that you give 25 GB or 30 and preferably 40 GB for the allocation of operating system to virtual machine. So click on next, and now let us click on customize hardware. So let us go to the memory and let us allocate 2 GB of RAM to this, and let's go to processors. So let us increase the core by 2, and you can even virtualize Intel or virtualize CPU performance counters, whatever you want. So let's click on new CD and let's click on ISOimage, let's click on browse, and now let's go to my D drive, that is operating systems, and now let us go to this true operating system. So if I right click over here and I click on properties, you see that it is about 2.69 GB of distribution. So it's a somewhat a medium based distribution, not very heavy of 4 GB or 3 GB, and not very light between 1 to 2 GB. So it is a medium operating system. So let's click OK and let's open, and now you can see that it is set, and now it is a high time to click on finish, and we should start firing the virtual machine. So let's power on this virtual machine. So let's click on view and full screen. So you can see that the CD is loaded. So let's press enter and boot the multi-user. So you'll find that as compared to FreeBSD, which is somewhat typical to install, the true operating system, no doubt it is part of FreeBSD, formerly known as PCBSD. So it is very much easy because it is having the proper graphical interface to install. So you can see that OpenRC version 0.6.2 has started, and true operating system is loading, and it is gaining the IP address, that is 192.168.68.145. So over here I can place the mouse and I can show you. So this is the IP address, and it is starting the graphical installer, which is auto detected. So XOC server is working, and I can say that it has given me a good gray screen at the background, and you can see that the true operating system logo has started. So let's see how to do its installation. So the first option is to select the language, that we select the English as default and click on next. So over here we have the installation type, that is either you can select the operating system desktop or server or restore from live. So basically, because as I recommend you that you are going to start the FreeBSD type operating system, so it is better to have the true operating system desktop. So let me close this also first of all, so that you can see. So I select the true operating system desktop only, so I click on next, and now you can see that the additional drivers are being added. If you want to add, it is okay, but otherwise click on next. So here is the partition summary, so you can see that the ZFS Bale file system is being utilized. So click on next, and I click on yes for full disk installation now. So you can see that it has started installing, and the process can take some time depending on installation options and the system speed. So the installation which is taking place right now can take up to 17 to 25 minutes depending on the system speed. So it will take some time. So since it is taking time, so let us pause the video for some time, and I return back once it is done. So now you can see that the basic installations are being done, and it is installing some meta packages, and you can see that it is being installed with the Lumia desktop environment. So almost till now it has taken about 20 minutes to reach over here, and still it will take some time. So grab a cup of coffee and then you can start this installation, because it's a heavy installation to work. So almost you can see that 50% of the installation has been done, and now it is installing some meta packages, X11 and Qt terminals, and some basic other packages which are being required. And CUPS, that is Common Unix Printing Service, is being installed for the printing packages, and X11 fonts. So almost we are on the verge of the completion, I think so. So it is cleaning up something. So now you can see that it is copying the defaults to the base system. So very nice interface, and I must say that as compared to FreeBSD, this operating system is giving you the best BSD experience if you want. So the UMS unmounting is there. I think so that the server is almost ready to fire, and we are on the verge of installation. So it manages the printing with common Unix printing service, which I've already told you. So now you can see that the true operating system is installed, and let's click finish to reboot the system. So it is rebooting. And yes, it has detected the operating system. So let's press enter. So OpenRC 0.26.2 is starting up the FreeBSD 12.0 current. So it is, even the true operating system can be called FreeBSD 12.0, and the old name, as I've already told you, it is PCBSD. So let's wait. It is starting with the driver of graphics. And yes, you can see that the logo is there. So let's apply. And let's click OK. So let's press yes to keep the settings. So now let's go with the post installation processes. So let's click next. So let's change the time of Asia to my country. Let's find out. Okay, so Asia, Ho Chi Minh City, as I'm living in Vietnam, so Ho Chi Minh City is okay. So let's click next, and let me type the password. So let's create the username. Okay, good. So click next, next, and I enable SSH over here. So let's click next. So it is finished, and let's click finish. So it is preparing to start the desktop, and it is preparing to run the true operating system first time setup wizard. And after that, I will be making you aware the desktop, and then we go with some commands. So you can see that the Lumnia desktop is there. So let's type the password and let's enter. So you can see that it is starting the Lumina desktop. It is finalizing. The version 1.4.1 is there, the latest version. So you can even go with KDE, you can even go with XFCE, Mate desktop. So that depends, and you'll find lots of resources on this website how to install add-on desktops over there. So here is the main desktop. So let's close this first of all. Okay, so here is the desktop. You can find all the configuration, Lumia theme. So let's see the themes, what themes we have. So the theme, let's go with Windows and let's apply. So let's close, it is applied, and let's open the terminal. Okay, so you can see that terminal is opened. So who am I is Anand. So let's log in with root. Okay, great. So who am I? It's good. So let's type the IP address for this machine. So the IP address which is being there is 192.168.68.146. So let's ping Google. So it is pinging, which means it is connected. So let's go with the package update. So with a simple command, let's make clear and show it to you. So you can see that it is updating the TrueOS base repository catalogs. So it is fetching the metadata with the file that is txz. So after this, I will also help you in learning how to install one package. Okay, it is going great. So almost we are done. It depends on the speed of the net connection as well as the speed of the servers from behind. So if they are overloaded, they will take some time. Otherwise, they are very much speed enough for processing the request like this. So it is processing all the entries and we are through. Okay, great. So about 27,127 packages are processed and all repositories are now up to date. So let's go with the package installation. Like let us install bash and nano. So let's go with this command pkg install bash space nano. So 2 packages will be installed. So you can see now it is crawling fast because this is the first time installation of this operating system. So it can take some time in the beginning, but after that it will become used to and will be doing the work in a very fast manner. So let's press Y and press enter. So it's about a 2 MB will be downloaded. So it has downloaded bash. Now it is downloading nano, very small packages, and it is installing and extracting, and yes, it is gone. So this is the basic introduction to what is meant by true operating system. So in this video I have demonstrated how to install true operating system. So do give this a shot, do comment and like this video, and do tell me how was your experience with this true operating system. And if you have any query, I will leave all the links of my website, my email, my Instagram in the description below. So do give this a shot, do share and do comment. Thank you so much for watching.